What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Thursday, April 16th, and in today's video, we're going to be going over the best plays on the PrizePicks board for today's 10-game MLB slate. A ton of day baseball going on. So, few things to think about. One, it's important to have that notification bell on because I'm going to be posting in this video a lot of plays from these early games. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, if you could hit the subscribe button, that would be absolutely amazing. Throw a like on this video, really helps out the channel. And then again, notification bell on. So when I do post this video, maybe 4 to 6 minutes after I actually conclude it, you get notified first. It's going to give you the best chance to get all of these plays locked in over on PrizePicks for the day baseball games before anything gets bumped or removed. I love Wednesday and Thursday. We always have these day baseball games. It makes the day so much better. We get to gamble all day. Nothing better. Let's go ahead and talk about how we did yesterday on yesterday's slip video. We went 4 for 6. Close but no cigar. Seth Lugo soared over strikeouts. He struck out the first batter he faced yesterday on 4 pitches or 5, and I was just like, this isn't going to be good. And then Luis Gil, he didn't give up like any runs up until what was it? Was it the 5th inning? Okay. He gave up 1 up until the 5th, and then he gave up back-to-back home runs, right? It was a Hop and then Trout, yeah. So he was trending in the right direction. Unfortunately, didn't end up hitting. So we went 4 for 6, not bad. We'll take it. Obviously, when we're building out these slips, we are looking to go 5 for 6 or 6 for 6 at a minimum. I like to hold myself to a high standard. We're going to be utilizing the Upside Tools Fantasy Player Props Optimizer to help us find value in real time for today's MLB slate. We got a lot of good value up on the board right now. So let's go ahead, build out our slip, and then we'll talk about why we're taking specific plays. If you guys want to come try out Upside, there are 5-day free trials in the description below. There's 2 links to our Plus EV plan and our Whale Watch tool. Let's go ahead and start at the top here. Chase Diluter over 1.5 HRR. Go over to PrizePicks, go to search. We will take Chase Diluter over 1.5 HRR over there for Cleveland. Let's go back to our board, see what else we have. Jake Leader, under 2.5 earned runs allowed will be play number 2. I'm going to try to find some sort of correlation if we can. So we got Leader under 2.5 earned runs allowed. Jose Ramirez over 1.5 HRR. So that pairs nicely with our Chase Diluter play. So I actually very much like that. Jose Ramirez over HRR. Let's see if that gives us a little bit of a payout shift. Let's also see where they batted yesterday. Jose Ramirez 3 and Diluter. Okay, so that's perfect. If we don't get a payout shift here when we build out a 6 flex, this is extremely positively correlated. So really good value here, stacking those 2 guys together. Now, we don't want to take Missick unless he is the Guardians pitcher, which he is. We'll take that. Perfect. Okay. So we have 3 plays from Cleveland and Baltimore that start today at 6:10. So that's good. What else do we have here? Foster Griffin under earned runs allowed. We'll go ahead and get that added. This will be leg number 5. Under earned runs allowed. Let's go ahead and give this a quick refresh. Corey Seager over HR just popped up. I love that. Corey Seager went yard yesterday. I always love taking some of these studs to go over. Do we have a payout shift? We do. Honestly, guys, it is the slightest payout shift. I honestly think we still play it. 24 times. So we got DeLauder. Now, hold on. Let's tinker with this a little bit. Let's tinker with this a little bit and see if we can get a regular, either a 5 flex, so a 10 times payout, or a 25 times payout. Let's take out Missick. Okay, so that's a 9 times. And let's just add in somebody random real quick and see what we're going to get. Barshow. So we can get a 25 times payout as long as we don't have a 3rd player from the Indians, regardless if it's a pitcher or not. So let's skip over Missick, and let's see if we can find one more play here. Jackson Merrill over singles. I don't want to take that. Luis Castillo over 4.5 strikeouts. Let's go ahead and get that added. And let's see if we get our 25 times payout with our nice little correlation stack that we have. And we do. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Guys, now building out this slip, all I'm using is math and data. That's it. I'm not taking into consideration any fundamental analysis. I don't care what Chase DeLauder did yesterday or Jose Ramirez did yesterday. That has nothing to do with today's game. Absolutely nothing. All I'm doing is taking into consideration the sportsbook lines and odds, the $1 million models that they use to come up with their over-unders, the prices that they're putting on these player props, etc., right? I don't know more than the sports books. You don't know more than the sports books. That's just the reality of the situation. So let's leverage the sports books, the pricing, the data, everything that they're using to come up with their models, and let's compare them back to DFS apps like PrizePicks that use fixed payouts to help us find long-term profitable plays. That's what we're doing here. That's what we do here at Upside. That's how I was able to profit, great golf touch, $8,900 a couple months ago. All I'm doing is using math and data to come up with my plays. It really is that easy to profit long-term on these DFS apps that use fixed payouts. And when I mean fixed payouts, it doesn't matter if we take more or less on any of these player prop projections. Our payout's always going to stay the same, right? Nothing matters. The only thing that matters on PrizePicks when you're taking more or less props are the amount of legs that you're adding into your slips. So mathematically, 5 and 6 flex slips are the best slips that you can play on PrizePicks. Two-man powers are terrible. They are one of the worst slips that you can possibly enter. They're easier to hit. It's easier to hit 2 legs than it is 6. Of course. No one's arguing that. But in terms of the math that we're seeing, the ROI that we can potentially get on 5 and 6 flex slips in relativity to two-man powers and the percent odds that we need to hit our individual player props at inside a two-man power comparative to a 5 and 6 flex slip is night and day. We need to hit two-man powers at a 57.6% clip. So the individual player props inside those slips long-term on PrizePicks to profit, to be profitable long-term over hundreds and hundreds and thousands of slips. In a 5 and 6 flex, it's a 54.2, 54.3%. That 3.5% difference is all the difference in the long run. So that's why we build out 5 and 6 flex slips. Again, really good slip here though. We're going to go ahead and get this locked in. I feel like I'm screaming and I probably am. I just had to do something with my mic. So we get Chase DeLauder over 1.5 HRR, Jake Leiter under 2.5 earned runs allowed, Jose Ramirez over 1.5 HRR, Foster Griffin under 2.5 earned runs allowed, Corey Seager over 1.5 HRR, and Luis Castillo over 4.5 Ks. Just like that, 6 flex slip build. It's so easy to find profitable plays utilizing a tool like the Fantasy Player Props Optimizer. The goal of this tool is to build out as many slips as you possibly can. So I only do 1 slip here on YouTube. I only do 1. That doesn't make or break how I do for the day because I'm entering as many slips as I possibly can. There's days on PrizePicks where I have 25 slips. There's days where I have 15. There's days where I have 8. There's days where I could potentially have 40. It all depends on the value that we're seeing. The more games, the more value, the more opportunity for a DFS app like PrizePicks to mess up on their pricing where we can take advantage before a player prop gets bumped or removed. So like I said, I guarantee you that a couple of these plays, maybe not these earlier games just because, like a Foster Griffin starts in 2.5 hours. But some of these later games, like Luis Castillo probably turns into a goblin here over 4.5, or maybe his line goes to 5. Corey Seager, same thing because it's a little bit of a later game. Maybe Jose Ramirez, we're getting really good value on a lot of these player props. So I wouldn't be surprised if any of them get bumped or removed or shuffled around to a demon or a goblin, and you shouldn't be playing demons and goblins on PrizePicks. So that's going to do it for the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoy this content. To be honest with you, the views on my YouTube video are down significantly, and I think it's just because of the way that I go about building my slips. And that doesn't matter to me. My goal here with this channel is to show you how to profit long-term, how to use tools to build profitable, long-term profitable plays, long-term profitable slips, or find long-term profitable plays and build long-term profitable slips. I'm not here to peddle you bullshit, a dub club. I don't sell my picks anywhere. I'm here to show you how to profit, tell you what you shouldn't be playing on PrizePicks, demons and goblins, two-man powers, and then build you the most profitable slip in real time when I'm recording this video. That's it. And if you like it, amazing. If you want a tail, fantastic. If you just want to come grab the slip, that works too. If you're looking for fundamental analysis and me going over Luis Castillo and how he's played against the Padres over the last 2 years, the last 10 outings, how he does against Manny Machado, I'm not going to do it. How he plays against Tatis, I'm not going to do it. Because everything you can possibly think of and you can imagine is baked into these sportsbook lines and odds. It really is as simple as that. So if you enjoy this type of content, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and then please throw a like on this video. It really helps out the channel. One last time over our slip, we get Chase DeLauder over 1.5 HRR, Jack Leiter under 2.5 earned runs allowed. Jose Ramirez over 1.5 HRRs. Foster Griffin under 2.5 earned runs. Corey Seager over 1.5 HRR. And Luis Castillo over 4.5 Ks. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Hopefully we can go 6 for 6 today. A lot of good games. A lot of day games too. If you guys want to follow me over on Twitter at ThomasJordanIV, I always tweet out slips as well. So again, I'm not done for the day just because I made this video. I got a lot of other slips that I'm going to be entering over on PrizePicks, other DFS apps like Pick6, Dabble, Underdog, Better, even sportsbooks. So if you guys want to go follow me on Twitter at ThomasJordanIV, you can follow my plays that I'll be posting throughout the day. So yeah, love you guys. Thank you for being here. Hopefully we can go 6 for 6. Hopefully today's the day, and I'll see you on tomorrow's video.